in Atlanta tomorrow. Yes. Hey. Hey.
If you were there on Twitter the day they started leaking parts of this episode, you deserve a shirt that says "I survived the Marinette mass slander of December 2024. No, because these leakers were trying to set my girl Marinette up so bad they were posting very particular clips in a very particular order to make it look like she was jealous of Sublime for hanging out with her Adrian, and they even made a fake ass line that was Marinette saying she doesn't like when people encroach in her territory. When I tell you, we all immediately assumed the worst. And the other scene where Sublime is found after her mom gets akumatized with a broken prosthetic and said it's because of Marinette, so we all thought Marinette sabotaged her and broke her prosthetic. Crazy shit. Like, I refuse to believe that no way they would do my girl this dirty even if she was jealous, calling Adrian her territory and sabotaging a disabled girl? Hell number. Obviously that never happened, so, thank you God. One last thing before I forget, remember how last week I was confused watching Illustrator because Sublime's mom was already akumatized even though it's the one before this? Yeah, it turns out none of these are in chronological order even in the episode list. Also, Astrayuk himself said this. Now don't get me started because we'll be here for a while, but this is my honest reaction to this.
Mentally ill. Totally mentally ill. Directly mentally ill. Spiritually disinclined. Fuck this bitch.
Girl, is this man trying to destroy his show any way he can? Like, this is insane. Something is not okay up there, I fear. This explains everything actually. Like, of course they're writing these in random order. The whole team on crack. Anyways, let's get into the actual episode. We start with Marinette spying on Adrian and Sublime while they're running, and Alana is like this the whole time.
I think that would be really whack. That would be a very corny idea.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Damn.
So she leaves her be. So back to the clickbait leakers making us think Marinette was about to go crazy in this episode. How do I feel about her spying on Sublime? Meeting Kagami and the jealousy back then was even worse than this, so to me this is nothing. Like, yes, she's doing way too much in this episode, but she does too much in general, so she hyperanalyzes their breathing while running, trying to figure out what they could be saying, and oh sweetie, that's not how running works. Like, yes, you talk while running as Ladybug and don't run out of breath, but you got a little God giving you superpowers, so come back down here with us, queen. Ala asks her if she's jealous of this new girl, and she pulls down this board full of info about this new girl. Marinette has way too much free time, I fear. Girl, when did you make that? And she goes, no, I just want to be friends with her because she's friends with Adrian, so his friends are my friends. Now, I have opinions on this, but I fear I might get jumped. It does feel very much controlling to be friends with every single person your significant other ever so slightly interacts with and to wanna know everything they talk about. Like, is it just me? People have the freedom to have friends that aren't friends with you. Not saying it's a terrible thing, but it's kinda questionable, especially knowing he's a Cindy and she's already unwillingly controlling him by lying as Ladybug, so I wouldn't be saying this if there were no signs of jealousy, but they're there, I fear. Now about new girl Lime. I said this when her name was revealed in the leaks, and I'm saying it now. I refuse to call her Sublime. This is on par with Ashley, spelled like this, maybe even worse. Baby, who named you? Let's make a nickname for her now so I don't have to call her Sublime. Sub? No, it's giving Subway. Lime? Now that reminds me of the Lime Lips thing, but it's better than nothing. Lime it is. Okay, so a lot of people are already calling this new girl Mary Sue as expected. Honestly, these people will call anything Mary Sue. You all need to be studied for real, because what? Like, okay, she just has accomplishments as an athlete. Does this make her a Mary Sue? You all piss me off. This trend of people in the fandom not knowing what words like Mary Sue and redemption mean and refusing to look them up and using them on everything because they think it sounds cool is so tired, it needs to end. One thing I will say about new girl Lime so far is she's pretty much just Kagami all over again. Like the tons of accomplishments worldwide. The bitch-ass mom who of course is working with Tomoe, except this time it's a white girl with blue eyes and blonde hair, and it wasn't about Marinette being jealous she'll take Adrian away from her, thankfully. Or is it? Now let's wake this up. Actually, I would love if this whole thing really was Marinette just finding this girl interesting and wanting to be friends with her for the sake of being friends with her and not just because she's friends with Adrian. Like, this would be cool to show the progress she's made when it comes to jealousy, but guess not. So not much progress I guess. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say it doesn't make sense for her to be jealous, which is why I think a lot of people, me including, believed her jealousy could lead to somehow sabotaging her, even if it's out of character to go that low. But let me remind you who writes this show, the man who loves ruining his characters. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't believe her for a second when she said she wasn't jealous of them hanging out together. Not even a little jealous, please. If she wasn't, she wouldn't be asking him what they talk about when they're running together. Edgeable. Scared he's a cheater already on God. Like, have a little trust in him. Oh, also New Girl HS divorced parents. Marinette might be the only one in this show whose parents aren't divorced or dead. Ali, your Bob is fire. New Girl is like a celebrity in Marinette's eyes, so she wants to make a good impression, so she starts following her around waiting for a chance to jump in and help with something. Literally anything, like getting her chopsticks. Speaking of, this was low-key gross. Look how she pulled those out of her hair. Girl, you're an athlete too. I know that scalp is musty and sweaty. Like, at this point, eat it like a bird right off the plate. Foul. That hair better be freshly washed for you to be doing that, or you musty. Speaking of hair, I know they're on the verge of bankruptcy the way this girl already has 3 hairstyles in one episode alone. First Leela, now New Girl Lime, who even has Leela face syndrome. Crazy work. All that, and Marinette still got those pigtails. Apparently New Girl's hair is magical because one of her harpstrings break right when Marinette imagines one breaking, so she can go get her another one or something. And she's playing it for the animals. Also, where is she? Is there a zoo in the school? Okay. New Girl tells Adrian this girl with pigtails has been spying on her, and he's like, oh, she just does that, it's cool. Oh, look what we have. Another controlling mom. Me trying to find one decent parent in this show. I mean, I guess that would be this girl's dad. She changes her prosthetics and Marinette joined her for training. Edgeable. Girl, let it go, talk to her tomorrow. Well, hello Arlo Cooper. No, all jokes aside, Math Leela is crazy. Is this even Leela? I mean, we know she'll be lurking everywhere this season, but you never know. I see why these two are divorced. Foul. How did you all get together? Also, whose idea was it to make the dad look like good Gabriel but on crack? Marinette, baby, mind your business. Now hold up, we need to talk about the bathroom scene because I feel crazy. Marinette is talking to Tiki loud as hell here, and then New Girl comes out of the stall and starts talking to herself like she didn't just hear Marinette talk about her to an extremely high-pitched voice. I am not insane. I do not have depression. Everyone is amazing and everything is perfect. Everyone is so kind. I love life and life loves me. I am born from a flower and I am happiness personified. I do not want to jump off a building. We will be seeing Leela's face this season and not just parts of her outfit when she's spying on people. Daily affirmations. Marinette thinks this is about her and freaks out. She hears New Girl coming back to the bathroom and pretends she got akumatized. Sigh. Guys, Marinette is so goofy you can't take her anywhere. All jokes aside, even this outfit is better than what they have her usually wearing. Like, this is giving Balenciaga on crack if you think about it. Good Gabriel sees she's stressing and tells her it's okay to give up if she feels like it, and then mom is like, shut the hell up, loser. New Girl starts running, but she slips because she was caught off guard by Ladybug popping up out of nowhere, and because she got soap on the prosthetic when Marinette was making a mess in the bathroom. She tells Ladybug there's no akumatized villain and Marinette is being goofy. I'm sorry, are these prosthetics from Temu? Leela giving another victim a shoulder massage. She is so kind. Mom is mad as hell because Ladybug caused her daughter to slip and throws punches about how she ruined everything. Marinette, baby, are you going to pay for new ones or make Lucky Charm prosthetics? Leela seeing this opportunity to give someone the power of making people quote unquote better is low-key smart because it makes you think who's really the hero, the one wanting to make people better or the one trying to stop that? Also guys, I'm sorry but they need to deport this man, ship him off to another country or something. I can't stand his ass. Like, how is he still allowed to make deals with people? Why is no one waking this up? One exchange that was so funny to me is Ladybug saying they're volunteers and him saying they're getting exploited. Heartbreaking. The worst person you know made a good point. We've talked about how Fu is exploiting these kids time and time again on this channel. I'm actually shocked they acknowledge this. Ladybug and Chat Noir can't stand it when someone's better than them. Oh, she ate that. Ladybug got a mirror as the Lucky Charm and you can tell immediately she had a feeling it might be her. Out of nowhere Leela shoots anti-Akumas through the mom. What are anti-Akumas? They make you lose your powers. How the hell did she do that? Girl, I don't know, and Astrayuk probably doesn't either. Like, well, where did this come from? Mom is decumatized and Marinette realizes the mirror was in fact trying to tell her this was on her. Calling herself the villain technically. Watch, people still call her a Mary Sue after this. Now is the time I tell you all to watch this video if you haven't. Like, I'm starting to get more and more certain that this is where they're going with it. If only we were seeing this plotline progress chronologically. One day Ladybug makes this mistake and calls herself the villain. The next she does this that makes her look bad, etc. Ugh, but Loki, this was so sad. Episode 3 already calling herself a villain? Whoa. They answered my question on the broken prosthetics. She reversed the damage just like that. This confused me because doesn't that only work when the damage was done by the Akumatized villain during an attack? They broke before the mom got Akumatized. How did that work? Did I only just realize she can do that for damage not caused by an Akuma? Arlo Cooper goes home. New girl finishes practice and Bob is ableist. Who's surprised? Hell, not me, because this little girl is just a way to sell products for him and she needs to be able to wear sneakers. Oh, Bobby will suffer in the deepest pit of hell. The exes decided they want a sponsor with respect and money, and guess who that's going to be? I'll leave you some time to guess. Marinette and new girl talk #power of friendship. The height difference is giving me ideas like you all should date or something. Just saying. Even now Marinette is concerned about her talking to Adrian when they're running. I'm sick. Stop setting my girl up. Just promise not to pull my leg. Wait, she got jokes. I'm glad they're treating this with even this little bit of respect and still keeping it lighthearted. Especially knowing their track record of half-assing sensitive topics. Marinette being so confused when Lime said that edgeable. Back to the sponsor. Guess who? Yeah, this fraud. Miss Botox eye lift, facelift, cheek implants, Bo's job, buccal fat removal. I see where all the alliance money went. People thinking this woman has any dignity is sending me. Also, where is Kagami? Whatever happened to her needing to have a talk with her mom after the London special? Please tell me the new writers know this is supposed to happen sometime this season. I'm so sad. The Kagami drought is getting to me. So this is a cutesy goofy introduction episode for the new girl and Marinette doing too much. She's so silly you can't take her anywhere, guys. It's not as bad as I was expecting from the leaks, God bless. Like, no Marinette calling Adrian her territory. We're going strong. I was going to give this a 6, but I gave Miss Illustrator a 6 last week. That at first I thought I was being too generous with that, but after rewatching and catching some details I think it deserved the 6. Now I'm foul, so I'll give this a 6 too. I don't know. Coming back to say apparently this new girl will be in episode 1 too, which might show how she and Adrian met, but we'll see. Another thing I hope we get context for in episode 1 is Adrian randomly deciding to start running as a hobby. Where did that come from? Speaking of episode 1, no sign of that happening anytime soon. That's the new psycho-median. Not that chronological order matters anyway according to Astrayuk. At this rate we'll get the finale before episode 1 and it won't matter. Unless have fucking with us once again. You all need to get your shit together and go back to writing your show like normal people. Thank you. Like, I've never seen writers setting themselves up this bad before. Anyways, like and comment. See you next week for the new Gloob release. Yes.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. What have I done? I'm so sorry.
I can't feel my
Oh
kid.
crap! I have the tiger sting like to be, guys. I have bad nerves. I'm so sorry. Feel better, okay?